Hi, it's Austin with Obsolete Automotive, and today we're going to take a look at this 1963 Chrysler Newport. This car is unique because it is a 3-speed manual in the floor. And yes, that's factory. I know I've already had a lot of people tell me that I'm wrong, but I'm not. This was the standard transmission offering for the 63 Newport and the 63 Chrysler 300. The tach is aftermarket, but everything else in here is pretty much stock. This car is oddly optioned. It does have power steering, radio, and even a power seat, but it's a manual transmission. Over here's where the push buttons would be if this was an automatic. So this one's got a delete plate. Over on the right side here, these buttons are your heater controls. So off, low fan, high fan, defrost, and air, which is just vent. And this controls the heat. Up is cool, warm is down. This would have been where a clock would have gone if it was optioned for one. And alternator, gas, temperature, speedometer, and this car also has a trip meter. This little knob here, you can turn it to reset it. There we go, 00000. So that's a neat feature on these 63, 64 Chryslers. Got your light switch, your wiper switch, oil warning, low pressure, and your cigarette lighter. And down here is your brake release. And this light would come on if the brake is down and you turn the key on, just to warn you that the brake is still on. And your dimmer switch down there if you know about old cars. And you can see the clutch pedal. Ashtray. Glove box. Not a whole lot of space in there. This is a two-door hardtop, so that means there's no center pillar when you roll the windows down. Back seat is pretty roomy. Got a new headliner and visors in here. Door panels, you can see the Chrysler embossed in it. This is a 3-speed manual, so first gear on these cars is unsynchronized in this year. It's still an H pattern. Left and up is reverse. Left and down is first, right and up second, right and down is third, and the middle is neutral. The front seat's a little tore up, so I got the classic Mexican blanket on the bottom. Kind of neat. It's got this Chrysler crown on the front and back seat. Like I said, this is a power seat, so down here we can go backwards, forwards, up, down, and even rotate forward, rotate backwards. So that's pretty neat. Probably one of the only cars that exists with a power seat and a manual transmission. You don't really see that too often. And it's the only car I've ever seen with power steering and a manual transmission, at least ones that I've owned. Under the hood's a big block. This car would have originally had a 361, but this has a 383 in it, and it's a little bit deviated from stock. But for the rest of the engine compartment, it's pretty much as it would have been from the factory. You can see we have an alternator over there. Single pot master cylinder was factory. A lot of times that gets converted to a dual pot for safety. But not a whole lot going on under the hood here. It's pretty basic. Like I said, the car does have power steering, so it does have a power steering pump. So not a whole lot going on under here. And on this side, we got your radio antenna, and somebody added this mirror. Looks like it's maybe off of a Ford. Look in the trunk here. Do got a reproduction trunk mat in and new trunk liner cards. And this does have a lot, which that trunk lid closes, shuts that off. Spare tire and jack. Plenty of space back there. You can kind of see the original color there. It's like a metallic bronze, goldish kind of color. Sure, I got the keys in my pocket. Don't want to lock myself out. And back here is your gas fill. Lift that up. And there's where you put your gas in, obviously. There's the gas tank. This car came by way of South Dakota originally. So it's a long way from home. I guess now we'll take it for a short spin. Well, I hope you've enjoyed your tour of a 1963 Chrysler Newport with a big block and stick shift. Till the next one.